Do you feel disappointed on your own life? You don't like the way things are? Do you feel disappointed on yourself, maybe? On other people? You may feel disappointed on you didn't get to make enough money to live your dreams. You feel disappointed on life didn't deliver and there's only more problems after problems. And even when you solve one, another one appears. It's like an endless vicious circle. You feel disappointed because maybe you actually got what you wanted to get in your life, but it's not giving you what you thought it will give you. Or do you feel disappointed because just nothing works ever? Well, let me explain you why that happens and how to fix that forever. You may think it is a huge statement, I know, but yeah, this is the beauty of all this. You deserve to live a fulfilling life, no matter what. Okay, so let me explain you in the first place why this feeling you have that you don't like your life, that you don't feel fulfilled, why that feeling happens. It's your mind. Your mind, you have the software, the operating system that is managing your life. You could call it your unconscious mind. It has some wrong assumptions. And there are very profound reasons why that happens. So I'm not saying that it's a simple thing when you see the mechanics, but actually it is a simple thing when you see the overall. So I hope this video helps you see a big picture that will give you clarity and may inspire you to take action in the right direction regarding feeling fulfillment in every day in your life. So basically, what your mind is playing with you is this game where you got out of balance. Basically, it's fear. Basically, happened something in your childhood, in the sense that you little by little, something from your past kind of set up a dependent situation, like a drug addict. You are already off. And then your brain is trying to compensate for that. But the problem is that the way it compensates is fake. So it's not really giving you what you want. So that's why we feel in a vicious circle, because it is something that will never satisfy you. That's why it's disappointing. And how this looks in our day-to-day life. Well, this is mostly like you didn't feel, let's say, love in your childhood for whatever reason. And you just felt that people who had more stuff or were better at school or anything that you didn't have, you felt, okay, these people have what I don't have. And in this way, they will feel love. Their parents probably love them because they make all the good grades and so on. And we develop all these senses that you have to try very hard, that there's something wrong with you, and you have to compensate for that. And as we grow, sometimes it gets better, but most of the time in the long run, it just gets worse, especially because some point around teenagehood, we start getting all these models of how to become a YouTuber, how to become a millionaire, I have to have so much money that I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. You know, all these ideas that when you say it out loud, it sounds pretty childish, and they are pretty childish, but the truth is that they are ingrained in very deep sides of yourself. So if we are all honest, if you feel threatened, if you feel that you're gonna die, if you feel your survival, if you ever have any kind of fear, any kind of negative emotion, you're actually some way or another playing with this game. And when you start playing with this, it is there. So it's an important thing to understand this vicious circle mechanism where you're already starting with a situation where you don't feel good and you try to do something to feel better, but that something is fake. And that fake, you can tell. You can tell when your dreams and aspirations are fake. You can tell it because they won't satisfy you. They will come and they will go. There is nothing in it for you, really. So I don't know, check on the life of these millionaires. I'm just bringing up some generic topic. All these people have what you don't have that you think you will be happy with if you have that. Look closer at their life, and in some aspects, it will certainly look so. And but ultimately, you will just, if you really look closely to the way they feel, the way they do everything, why they do, you will notice they still feel kind of empty. And this can be a bit more complicated because most people, we are used to project an image of ourselves. So probably these people out there, sometimes the people who seem successful, most of them try to play along with that and feel better than others. So they will keep on trying to project that image. So you really need to look closely to your idols. Sometimes you will be surprised to the people that you think are the highest or most important influences in your life, to feel them as human, because we tend to think, no, they are superheroes. They don't have bad moments or something like that. Well, that's the same mentality we apply to ourselves. So you start judging yourself against a version of yourself that is completely realistic. It doesn't make any sense. And we attribute our happiness to that. Why would we do that? Because when you feel bad, the only solution your mind finds is to think, okay, maybe now I feel bad. I feel like crap. I don't like the way my life is. But if I start thinking that maybe tomorrow, maybe when I get this, maybe when I change that, then suddenly you feel an improvement. You feel more dopamine in your brain. You're super motivated to start working hard and be a better version of yourself, and all this pushing hard against yourself. And I'm not saying that all of that comes from a wrong place, but you will know it because it will go away if it's not the right spontaneous thing for you to grow and be creative and explore your life. That can also come from there, that motivation. But the difference is that, for example, like in flow states, like athletes or artists, when you are imagine someone running at 6 a.m. in the morning in the street, very cold, is still dark at night, and they have a long day ahead and they couldn't sleep well, and they just wake up and still are excited to go for a run. That may sound ridiculous for someone who doesn't like to make the run. But what I'm saying is that there's an intrinsic value when you do something for real. There is an intrinsic value. You're not even interested in what's going to bring you later, because you're enjoying the activity per se when you do it. So when you think yourself about, should I desire to have more money? Should I desire to have a dream relationship or something like that? Well, the truth is that there's nothing wrong to start with. I cannot tell you for sure if that's right or wrong. You can only yourself can tell if that's a right thing for you to pursue or not. It's just that I'm saying that it's going to be very tricky. And you have to be very careful with yourself when you pursue everything you're trying to become or the way you're trying to change your life, because it's very easy to just get into this credit card of dopamine and say, no, but tomorrow is going to be better. No, I'm gonna get more. I'm gonna to get into this vicious circle where you just project in the future a happiness you don't feel. And that's when you notice where the problem is. You can just not live on debt continuously. So we do that by living up to expectations that are not realistic. We live by judging life and thinking that we know how things should be and how people should behave. And we think that when things are right and people behave that I want, then I will be happy. I'm sorry, but it just doesn't make any sense, right? And yet here we are. I'm talking about it because it is actually relevant to most people's experience. And everybody, me, myself, you have to keep an eye on that because the program is there. It's just implying everything. So if you don't pay attention, it will certainly maybe get you somewhere or another later. So you say, okay, fine, I understand. So I am this vicious circle of always projecting your happiness to the future. What can you do about it? Well, First thing is to understand that the information your mind is feeding you is wrong. Wrong meaning that if you will have double money in your bank account, you will be double happier. Well, to a certain point, in the very beginning, it may look like that because you may have so much pressure in your life the way it is that it will work like. But I promise you, I don't know if this is something happened to you, but it certainly happened to me at certain moments in my life. I just make like a huge change. And let's say, for example, I remember one time in my life that I started earning double that I used to earn. And I was living all my life like that. So I was very happy in the beginning until very easily, you don't know what happened, but after, I don't know, a couple of years, that new salary just felt as disappointing as the first one. It felt like you never have enough. And I don't know how much you have been. I'm just taking money as a reference because I know most people, due to the conditioning we are living in, it feels that that's a generic issue for everyone. But apply this to every area of your life where you don't feel that you're not good enough and things are not the way you want them to be and things like that. So I'm just saying that your mind makes sense and attributes value, make judgments about where you are and what you have. That's why it's so difficult to be actually grateful all the time. It is incredibly difficult for a normal human because we are trying to do exactly the opposite. We are trying to say what we don't have, what we have is not enough. We think that is humility. And we project to say, no, what other people have, maybe something that we'll achieve in the future, like, I don't know, living, traveling with a computer and my bank account being full of money. I don't know what people dream nowadays. But we just project, oh, whenever I get that, then I will be happy. But here's the thing, that will never happen. It will happen a little bit if you finally make it, if you're so lucky. But here's the thing, your mind won't stop there. It will want more. It will want more because you're looking for happiness in the wrong place. So you will never feel it. What you feel, that improvement you feel when you get the thing that you were waiting for this thing to happen or to get this, or yes, what you feel in there, it is the relaxation from the tension of looking for it or waiting for it. There was so much tension, so much pressure, and you're like, oh, when will I finally get more money, or I'll get this thing to be the way I want in my life. So that was a lot of pressure. So the moment that you sort of get it for a while, you feel like, oh, I'm released. That's the happiness you get. It's not the thing. I really hope you relate to this that I'm saying. Please let me know if it's not the case. I answered to the comments, so please tell me. Does this relate to your life? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because if you understand this, you are ahead from 99% of people achieving fulfillment, happiness, which is the only success you can find in this world. There's nothing more than that. Your life can be very humble, and you can have almost nothing and be the most successful person in the world by being the happiest person in the world. And how you do that? Well, what I'm suggesting is that you have to untrain your mind from projecting your happiness in the future when things are different. And this, as I was explaining before, this hurts a little bit because we don't want to see the way we are. We think we are not beautiful. We think we are not right. We think we are not innocent. We think we are not perfect. We think we are not good. So as we believe that, we don't look to ourselves. So we never get to discover how precious you actually are, the way you are. We never get to see that because we know I'm bad. But all that is your mind. It's not a factual truth. Your mind is comparing yourself to not only other people who are completely unrelated to you and probably they're even worse than you are, but it's also most of the time it's comparing to an abstract ideal thing that will never happen. Like, what do you have to dream of having millions? Very clearly, you don't want money. What is money? It's just paper with colors and numbers. What do you want is the things you think you can live with that money. And here's the thing. What you're actually looking for, if you go a little deeper into your own reasons why you do things, is that you actually, by living that experience that you want to live, you think you will be happy then. And happy will mean to be fully in the moment, to be with your senses completely open, with your mind transparent, clear, open, reactive, with your heart feeling compassion and love with everything you interact, without having the feeling that you're not enough. So you have to untrain your mind. That's why I always suggest meditation. I know this. I say this because many people making this kind of videos, they just say like, this is the understanding. Yeah, but the truth is that in order to get that understanding, you have to undo a lot of confusion. And that undoing is not sexy. It is sit every morning to meditate, or every night, or just trying to, from the perspective of what I was saying now, try to, right now where you are, sitting watching this video, reframe your life from what I'm saying. Suddenly just notice that you will never be happy in the future, ever. Understand that will be the little bit that you have to get out of this video. You will never be happy in the future. You can tell how it's a part of you that says, I don't like that. But you know why you don't like that? Because you think you're making yourself miserable in this moment. So it seems that the only escape is run the door out. No, the way out is to stay. I don't know if this makes sense to you, but that's the only way you realize that actually you may have made mistakes. Why not? But ultimately, in the core of your being, there's only love. There's only happiness. There's nothing wrong on trying to get money. There's nothing wrong of. I'm just saying that you're missing the happiness that you are. And I'm just saying, just don't look outside for it. Relax. I'm giving you the permission to consider the working hypothesis that you're actually perfect already in nature. And the happiness that you're looking for is already here with you. And the only problem is that your attention is locked in your mind, and your mind is behaving, it's re-energized with your attention, and is throwing happiness, projecting happiness into nothingness, which is thinking that it's going to be in the future. And it's a clever mechanism. Otherwise, most people on earth wouldn't be hooked into that mentality, trying to get to somewhere, trying to become, for the sake of, I will be happy when I am this person I'm dreaming of being. No, that's a lie. That it is a lie. And the more guts you have to understand this and to admit that to yourself, the closer you are. So it will hurt a little bit. Again, I'm saying that it will be a part of you that will rebel against this idea that, no, just get it. This is your life. Just get it. This is your happiness. Many people will say, no, I'm not happy. I don't like so many things about my life. No, I'm just saying, yeah, you had to make that work, because you're not going to find happiness in any other place, in any other moment, being anything different than what you are right now. That just goes against everything Amazon and Google tells you. So I know there's some resistance. Expect some resistance from yourself. That's okay. But I hope this video motivates you even just a little bit to start getting this idea clear in your mind. Yeah, get more money. Yeah, travel the world. Yeah, do whatever. It just doesn't matter. Do whatever you are enjoying doing, you're curious and interested about. It doesn't matter. You're actually not even doing it, if you will have to be more accurate. But nevertheless, that's not the important thing. The important thing, it is that you don't hide your own happiness from yourself by placing it in an impossible imaginary place, which we call future. Because when future comes, it will be certainly different than what you think is going to be. Yeah, maybe you will be living in this place. Yeah, but there's will be so many things about your life that will be different, that it's just quit judging yourself. Just quit knowing who you have to become to be happy. Just quit knowing what you need even. Just be open to life, what it brings to you. And learning is way closer to who you are. But not even that. Because learning implies that you're not fine the way you are. You have to know something. But still, from the progressive of being in this hypnosis of disappointment of life to progress to perfect, stable happiness, you need to disengage step by step some way. I think literally everyone does like that. You're not going to be different. So give it a chance. So step by step, first thing, and the common sense of the world have intrinsic motivation, which is all about learning and something that you like to do, something you want to do for real, not something you feel that you have to do and will satisfy certain external standards. No, make it about yourself, about you growing as a person and do what excites you and what you're curious about. Yeah, go that line. And at some point you realize if you're becoming good at that, you will start realizing that what is satisfying from that, it is not the fact you become anything else. It's the fact that you are allowing yourself to be the way you are. You're not stressing yourself to be in a different place and to become a different person. So if you want to be completely disappointed with your life, start imagining that what you need is in a different moment, a different time, aka law of attraction. No, aka our culture. What most people we observe is this idea that you're not right, you're not good, you need people, you need this, you need that, you need that. Well, I'm here to tell you, you don't need anything. And that's going to take some courage to integrate in your life. But today is a great day to start with this. So I hope you enjoyed your day. I hope you live it with fullness, because this moment we are living right now, it is the most important moment in your life. There is nothing else. Stay here. Enjoy it here. You are alive. You are alive. Don't wait for the time that you think you're going to die to realize that actually I love life. I love just being alive. Know it now. Love your life the way it is. Love life. Love being alive. Love this moment. Love yourself. Love other people. Just love. And you will recognize your nature, your freedom that has been always there, and it will be always there for you. So you can rest and enjoy. I hope you got value from this video. I hope you did. And I really mean every word I say. I'm not here just to have a controversial video and become an influencer on YouTube or something like that. I don't care about that. I care about real change, lasting real change in people. That's what I'm here for. So I take the responsibility of saying all these big words of lasting happiness and peace and nirvana and non-duality. Call it whatever you want. So I take the responsibility of pushing people in that direction, because the truth is that most people would experience with generic teachings like books or videos like this, they will experience a certain amount of a taste of it, but you just go back into the old patterns, because there are things, there are shadows in our life, things we don't notice that bring us back to certain patterns at work, relationships, money, health, your past, your future. There's certain specifics about yourself. So these teachings can be way more effective if they are done one-on-one. that traditionally, when someone would be maybe in the position like yourself to realize this is the most important thing that you can do in your life, because there is no life that can be lived fully without that state of peace, that state of understanding. Nothing you could do would make any sense. When people would realize that, they would just reach out to a teacher. They would just move out of their village and they will look for someone who could teach them, someone who seemed to have to realize that, and they are living from there, and they will ask for help. Well, I've been meditating for more than 30 years. I have more than 15,000 hours of actually sitting to meditate. I work with world-class teachers one-on-one. And I want to extend this offering to you. So if you're ready to get real, what I'm offering you as a gesture of goodwill is a free call between you and me. No commitment. You just explain me what your case is, and I will try to give you something of value right away. And we will see if we are a match, and we may take a coaching together or not. That's okay. It doesn't matter to me. The important thing is I reach out and I'm taking responsibility to actually help you. I care more about helping one person than reaching out 1 million people on YouTube. So if you feel that that is you, that you're ready to get real and integrate non-duality, nirvana, heaven, lasting love, excitement, and peace in your life for real, if you know that's a real possibility for you and you're ready, then just go to my website, ricardcoach.com, and send me a message. Hey, I'm here. I think I'm ready. And we will have this free, no commitment introductory call where you explain me what is your situation. Now, hopefully we'll give you already something of value, and we'll check if there is need or if there is value in keep on working together, if we are a match. So just go for it. Don't think about it. I don't bite. And yeah, you get what I mean, right? From heart to heart. I've been there. And I want you to really fully live what you know you can live. That what you deserve, what you can be experiencing in every moment. I hope you're ready. I hope you recognize that. And by this mean or any mean, take whatever action or non-action you need to free yourself.